not on the internet, at least not yet.
Correct.
Okay. I was just going to wait for Dave.
I don't know if this would exist in this campaign. Probably not. But another character of mine has something called Ring of the Viper, which allows her to um, spend a hit dice to add to initiative. I would love
Okay.
to find something like that. I keep rolling such crap for initiative.
I'm sure there's something in the time stone, like the time sphere, could probably help with that. I bet.
Yeah, but these guys would have to trust me with a stone first.
Well,
You just got sweet talk Jareth. I don't give a shit what everyone else does with their stones.
I feel like you would, though, when it actually came down to it.
You just can't have mine.
hands off. All right, Dave's back. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, starting up at the top, you see the enemy ship approaching. It's this large vessel, very deep, heavy in the water. Looks like it has like a couple of tiers of cannons, and the main deck, and then the sort of upper deck, and then finally the navigation deck up here, the bridge. There's a big sort of part of the ship that goes out. Large beam coming off the front that connects up to the one very large sail. Back here is the helm. And you see that, of course, every ship is bespeckled with a number of crew who are keeping the thing running. This one has more than this ship would have. This ship is more about being light and fast. This one seems to be about being big and a heavy hitter. So the folks you see of note, and you can call them out because they don't look like generic NPCs. There's one gentleman just kind of hanging in the rigging, and he's got sort of a blue raincoat sort of deal with like a cape and some accoutrement.
Is his name Gaston?
No, his name is not Gaston.
That's good.
He does have a metal glove along one arm and hand, however. This guy is sort of near him, and he is, your typical scurvy dog. Got a big, bristly black beard, got a red bandana, hooked sword, and then, of course, a ring in the other hand that also has a hook coming off of it. It's not an actual hooked hand, but it is a hook. The well-soiled brown pants with your red sash, and then along with him, as I drop him on the floor, is accompanying him is one of your stereotypical little monkeys. It's just a little animal friend, and they're chilling out together there. There's a pair of individuals, white-skinned, tall, sort of flaxen-colored hair, wearing an assortment of sort of beige and brown, and they appear to be twins. You would expect something along that line, operating this edge of the ship over here. This not to scale mouse folk gentleman appears to be wearing what we would consider a musketeer hat, holding, now brandishing a rapier, long flowing red coat, and sort of the typical kind of puffy sleeves on either side over here. And then next to the helmsman is a gentleman with sort of well armored presence, but lightning emerging from his eyes and going down either arm, sort of arcing in a magical spell that he's weaving. And then finally, we have the person at the helm itself, what one would consider the captain, in just basically some, black pants with a bit of a metal augmentation there on his arm. And his hand has, in fact, been replaced by a hook. So long, flowing blonde hair, beard, mustache, all kind of being tossed in the wind. No resemblance whatsoever to any characters that happen to be in a comic book at all. These all sort of get at the ready as the ship nears the maelstrom. The captain calls, "Boredom dogs!" And combat begins. Let's go ahead and get their initiative on the board.
We're recording, Dave, but we're not gonna be live for this half.
Okay.
So you might have two different videos to upload because I
Okay.
don't unless you want to knit them together.
Yeah, I don't do that kind of thing.
I wouldn't bother either.
Videos is fine as far as I'm concerned, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just grateful that we're recording and that we'll get to post it later. All right, so these guys are called all right. So we have Jareth up top. What would you like to do? You are here.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move back to our group.
Okay.
15, 20.
You want to end up on the top here?
Sure, I think that'll get me close enough.
Okay.
And wait, do I have to touch that person? Hang on one second. Sorry, I'm checking something. No. I'm going to cast a charm on the captain of the other ship.
Okay.
And that charm is we'll say confusion.
Okay.
He's got a wisdom save BC 16.
And the effect?
If it succeeds, then he is confused, and he behaves based on the chart on page 162. Yeah, sorry, 160 of the Spheres of Power book. Basically every round. Let's see. Yeah, he's confused. He has to roll a d10 every round, and then he takes an action based off of what's on the chart.
Okay. I will get there myself so I can see what's going on. All right, very good. You have moved, and I take it that was an action?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds great. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. The crew of the Kraken's Eye respond. This would be the captain's turn, so let's go ahead and roll on that chart. I got to pull it up myself because And that sphere's mind, I assume? All right. So this is a D10. There we go. Ah. All right. The captain stares out at the crew, and this guy says, "Orders, Captain." And the captain goes, "You should." And doesn't do anything. The swashbuckling mouse rallies. These two figure out what's going on. This guy's like, "Well, I'm gonna attack. Here we go." And this guy right here figures out exactly what's happening. And he says, "Focus fire on the caster." And this guy will say, like with the lightning still sort of streaming down his shoulders and arm, just kind of go, Captain, what should we do?" And then the mouse says, "Well, I'm not waiting for anyone." Ha! And he literally cuts a rope and just like flings on the rope over to the other ship. Let's see how well he's able to do his acrobatics check. Natural 20, literally the way you would see it in the movies. It like some heavy barrel falls down from above and his momentum swings him right where he wants to land, and he attacks let's see, Bran, or no, he's an attack hero. He's attacking hero. What's your AC, hero?
18.
18. He hits, and he makes another attack, and that's not enough. And he makes a third attack, and that is, and he swashes a couple of slashes across your back. Ha ha! He says.
I'm gonna burn that little mouse, so I need a dex save.
Okay, sounds great. Is this a reaction?
It's a hellish rebuke.
Oh, a hellish rebuke?
Yeah, it's a tiefling reaction to being hit with an attack.
Oh, okay, sounds great. So I'll give you my save here in just a moment. So, let's see, it's 21 points of piercing damage. And then, what's your DC?
18.
He takes the full force of the hellish rebuke.
It's 3d10. So that is 19 points of fire damage.
Ooh, okay, returned in kind. So,
How you said he's not to scale in the model. Is he like an actual mouse size?
I mean, he's pretty close.
Wow.
Like he's like thigh high.
Didn't even have to put much energy into that hellish rebuke. It's just kind of.
Not really. How much damage total again?
19.
19. Martin has taken 19 damage.
Martin.
Yes.
Wasn't there a Martin who was the main character in Redwall and it was a mouse?
I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, this one's name isn't Martin. It's Martine. It's Martine.
Oh, okay.
I am Martine. All right. That was that. Guy with the electricity doesn't know what to do.
Oh no, the DM's inspiration was targeted.
I haven't
No
read those
copyright
books in years.
No,
so
how dare you?
No
Why
copyright
would you-
infringement because you added an accent into the
Inspiration
name.
comes from anywhere other than everything out of my own brain. No, of course
The
not.
only reason I
okay.
remember that is because it was the protagonist of the first book.
Yes. These two will run to either side of the stairs, this one slightly above the other one, and they will both hunker down behind the walls of the ship, and they're going to fire from cover. They're both going to, we're going to say, focus fire on the caster, they said. Yeah. So they're going to fire their crossbows at Jareth.
Does he have any cover because of Rocky?
Not quite, no.
Aw.
Jareth, your AC, please.
A 14.
Okay. 14. There we go. 14. These would be not enough. Okay, so apparently that short wall and also Rocky himself do provide not cover per se, but enough that they fire their crossbows, and both the bolts, either one lodges into the short wall and the other one just kind of ping off of Rocky's leg. And then we have this guy who's going to do the exact same thing that Martin did. Martin, and he succeeds as well. Yeah, flies down here and then descends upon the captain, whom he attacks with his monkey. And the monkey will crawl all over the captain's face and basically get distracted by the parrot that's on top of the goblin, and the monkey will go running after the parrot. That was ineffectual. This guy will go ahead and climb up higher on the rigging. He will acrobatics check himself up higher. I don't have any way of representing that except maybe a die. We'll use a die. There we go. Not that it matters to you guys, but it helps me. And then he will go ahead and do that. Yes. He waves his hands. It's dramatic. That brings us down to Bran.
How high up did that guy climb?
We're going to say about 10 feet.
Perfect. I will go ahead and do my vortex thing again.
Ooh, okay.
And this time I actually read through it, so I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it is going to be summoning at the right of the first twin, and then I can actually move it 30 feet per turn. So I'm going to, yep.
Okay.
Start there, head the other way. See if I can suck up some guys.
All right.
And let's see. Alrighty. Any creature in the area must make a strength saving throw or take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. If they are smaller than the vortex, they must also pass a second saving throw or be pulled into the middle. Creatures in the middle will suffer more bludgeoning damage. So it is a 10-foot cube. Doesn't really make sense, but
No?
I feel like last time the vortex was a lot more different. Like it got huge.
There we go.
So I guess they'll need to make 2 strength saving throws, 1 for damage, 1 for suckage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a really cool thing.
All right. So strength saving throw on first twin. Fail. Second twin. Fail. This guy. How tall is it?
It's a 10-foot cube, apparently.
Oh, and he's probably too. Well, no. If you moved it. Well, here's a question. Does it have to stay in contact with the water like it did before, or is that something else?
Apparently, it originates out of water. I have to have at least a 5-foot cube of water. There's no mention of if it has to stay. So I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll say that your magic is keeping it held aloft.
Okay.
So you move it sort of laterally and then at a diagonal to get the last guy. He saves his strength save. So what happens?
Okay, so the first 2 are 3d8.
Okay.
I am missing d8s. What is 3d8? 3d8 comes to Bonner Airport. What? Just roll me the dice. Here we go. And one more. 12 points of damage. There we go.
Okay, 12 to the first one,
Okay.
or is it 12 to any of them?
9 to the second one.
Okay.
And then a DC 19 strength. Or they get sucked in.
So since you've moved it, these two fail. So I guess they
Well, they
would
make-
come along
They make a
with.
second strength saving throw.
Do what now?
They make a second strength. So the first one is just for damage, and then they make a second one to see if they get sucked in.
Oh, okay. And is there anybody who?
If the creature is smaller than the vortex, they must pass the second strength saving throw.
Okay. Is this a nature thing?
Yes, so water.
Let me see if I can read up on it a little bit so I can understand what's happening here.
Page 169.
Yeah. Vortex, 10-foot cube. Entering this area must pass a saving throw. The creature is smaller than the vortex. Damage. More creatures than would fit in its space. You can move the vortex up to 30 feet per round as part of maintaining it via concentration. The area increases by 5 feet, and the damage increases by D8 at 5th. Oh, so here's
It is bigger.
yeah. So you're 11th level. It would be a 20-foot cube, and it deals 3d8 damage.
Okay,
Yeah. So we're gonna upgrade that.
cool. 20-foot cube.
Where did I put it?
Oh, you have a 20-foot vortex? Of course you have a 20-foot.
Of course, I have a 20-foot vortex. I have a whole freaking bag of stuff that you guys gave me. I'm going to use it.
Nice.
Why would I not? Okay, so emerging, probably not overlapping you guys' ship, but emerging from the water and then sweeping across here like this. I'm going to make the broad assumption that you're just trying to do the most damage you can. And because they failed their strength saving throw, they entered its area because it entered their area. So I'm going to go ahead and say that first one fails the strength saving throw. The second one massively fails. And the third guy, what's the DC?
19.
19. Well, he succeeded on his damage save, but he did not succeed on his dexterity save. So he's in the vortex as well. So you got 3 people in the vortex right now, all swirling around. Ah!
Okay, when do you want to do damage? On my turn?
However it reads, I guess.
Okay, just once per round. So we'll just do it on my turn.
Sure. So you cast it this turn, it damaged this turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Next turn. Cool.
Yep. Okay. So that was Bran. Are you going to move?
Actually, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot.
Okay, sounds great. That brings us down to Hero at 5.
Oh gosh. Can you remind me, the captain over there, the blonde captain, what race did he look like? No, the enemy, yeah.
Okay, the enemy guy, he looks human.
What about the
As far
guy
as you can tell.
next to him?
This guy
Yeah.
also seems human as far as you can tell. Humanoid for sure.
Well, humanoid. Alright. I can see that all the other guys are trapped in the vortex. And there's plenty over here. I'm going to try and jump to the other ship.
Okay.
I don't know. That's usually strength, isn't it?
It would be an athletics check to jump.
I can't acrobatics it.
I mean, you can acrobatics it if there is a rope that you'd like to cut and swing on, just like the other ones.
Can I punch it with my fist, or can I cut it with my fist?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't have a cutter.
Just gonna lead me here to the mess.
I think normal. I don't know if you're gonna subscribe to this, but normally it's you can jump 5 feet per. I'm sorry. You can jump 5 feet for 5 strength you've got. I've got 12, so I should be able to clear 10 feet of space. At least that's how I think the rules usually go.
I seem to recall there being something about that.
I don't know if I need a running jump for that though.
Right. Well, running jumps are going to help no matter what.
And there's a railing, I assume, that stops a running jump.
There is a railing. I mean, right now you're standing on a little staircase here, so you got nothing behind you, and you've got a railing in front.
Yeah.
So you would have to climb up on top of the railing and then just do your best.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try. I don't want to stay here.
So
I will.
yeah.
I guess athletics jump.
Okay. Game rules. How do we even?
I don't jump very often with characters.
Yeah, I understand. There's an actual way that it works.
Yeah.
Lots of vehicles, difficult terrain, special weapons, climbing, swimming, clawing, jumping. Your strength determines how far you can jump. Here we go. When you make a long jump, this is what that is. You cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you moved at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. So you can jump up to 5 feet as a standing long jump.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, there's a mass all the way over there. Jeez. In order to get 10
here we
feet.
go. With doesn't matter. You succeed on a DC 10 strength athletics check to clear a low obstacle no taller than a quarter of jump distance, like a hedge or wall. Otherwise, you hit. If you land in difficult terrain, you must succeed at okay, yeah. So you can roll an athletics check if you're committed to the jump. You can roll an athletics check to improve that distance.
For a D10 or a 10 DC.
Yeah, so it'll be a DC 10. A 5 would automatically get you here. A 10 would get you to the railing. A 15 would get you on the ship.
And it's just a check.
It is a check. Yep. Let's check.
Let me just math out my distance here real quick, see if there's a better way. Can I step over Bran? Probably not. 15, 20.
I mean, if you want to move past you're already going to be leaving Martin's threatening area, so
that's fine.
It kind of doesn't matter where you move from.
I'm just going to try to make the athletics check.
Okay, so you climb on top of the railing and you standing long jump from there.
Yep. So I need to beat 10 to at least hit the railing.
Yep.
Come on. 9. I have not rolled over a 5 today. No, I take it back. That's an 8. I'm sorry. I have not rolled over a 10 today.
Okay, so you fall in the water. It's a good 15 feet down into the water.
Okay.
Roll an athletics check.
Awesome.
No, not acrobatics. I apologize. Acrobatics.
Holy shit. That's a natural 1.
Oh, no. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack face first into the water.
Love it.
Throw that dice in the garbage, Chelsea.
I've been using 3d20s tonight.
They all need to go in the garbage.
So you have made your jump attempt from the edge of the ship. You are now in the water between both ships. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, hold on. As an elementalist, I believe there's a bonus action I can use to gain more movement. Double check. I have to have this sheet open because I don't know.
I love how last session you jump out of a flying ship and start running on the water.
Yeah, that was before everything changed.
And then now you fall out.
Uh-huh.
That green pulse out of the Emerald Spire really did it for you.
At 13th level, I can use a bonus action to increase my speed by 30 feet. So would that help me get up at least?
It would give you more movement, yes. So right now, you've basically stumbled and moved 5 feet, but fallen 15. You still have the remainder of your 25 feet and also 30 feet if you want it.
Okay, well, I'll use whatever movement I have left to try and climb up, I guess.
Okay.
On the enemy ship. Pretending that I didn't just do that.
Right. So because it's all part of the same sort of action, you're kind of recovering. We'll say that this is using your action then, because that was your movement. We'll say you're using your action to move. So go ahead and roll an athletics check at this point to climb.
Hold on. So did I lose all 25 feet of the movement I have left then?
No, I'm just saying that the thing that you have in front of you is a wall, and that requires a climbing check. Like, it's not the same as just moving.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
Well, I rolled a 4, so...
Okay, so you hold on to the edge of the ship, and you find somewhere to put your hands, and that's as far as you can go.
Cool. Can I bonus action use my elemental movement to gain 30 more feet of movement?
Sure.
I'll do that.
Great. Go ahead and roll another athletics check to climb.
5, 6.
You make it up the other ship about 5 feet.
Cool. Well, that's it.
Moving, and more moving. On Hero's turn, Rocky.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So with my crap, my screen crashed. Oh, there it is. My gosh dang it, where is it? Sorry, I thought I had it right here. Okay, there it is. With my action surge, if I used a sphere power for my first action, if I used my action surge, could I use a second sphere power?
Yes, your action surge grants you an entirely new action, which you can use for anything.
Okay. How far away? Where am I at? And how far away is the other boat?
You're here. The other boat is over here. From your square, specifically 5, 10, 15 would make it to the other boat. The nearest enemy is here. That's Martin. And then you have enemies here, a monkey there, some enemies getting washed up there. You have the captain and his first mate chilling out over on this side.
Okay. Okay. I want to use my destructive blast, but I want to trigger the leap ability.
Okay.
With 1 augmentation point. I can move up to 30 feet. So the blast becomes a 5 foot wide by 10 foot long, but when I augment it, it can go up to 30 feet long.
Correct.
I can emerge from that, and I want to emerge. Where's their captain at? Yep, I want to emerge. Let's go right behind him.
Okay. So the way this looks cinematically, nobody else has seen Rocky do this ever. But basically, he taps into the internal energy of his own gemstone, and he rockets skyward and then falls out of the sky and lands 3-point landing like a hero on the other ship. And as he impacts, that then deals this shockwave of damage outward in all directions. Rocky, how does that work? Is it an AC? Right. Is it
so it becomes a close blast. They have to make a dex save of, what did we say that was? 8 plus my proficiency plus my
highest mental stat.
Charisma. So 8, 9. So 14.
The first mate fails. The captain, amazingly, looses a noodle because he's confused, so he apparently succeeds.
All right, so I rolled a 2. It's a 1d8, so If they save, they only take half.
Okay, so the captain takes 1.
But I want to trigger my action surge. And I will do explosive orb with a augmentation of 1 point. So that becomes a 20-foot sphere. That they, I guess that's just a 1d8 also. I thought that was higher.
I think is it based on your destructive blast?
Right, but I thought that some of these have like higher damage.
Uh-huh.
At your level, it should be 3d8. Because I have that too.
Oh, it should be 3d8. All right, I'll just do that. So 3, 4, 5. Jeez. 5 points of damage.
Oh, man.
They have to save for that as well. But that had a special. That was terrible rolling.
Is that what I think it is? I think that's what I think it is. So you're doing a 20-foot blast centered on you?
Right.
Okay. And then make what kind of save?
A dex again.
This time Captain fails, and your DC is what?
14.
The Storm Sorcerer succeeds. So the Captain takes how much?
What did I say?
5.
8? Oh.
You said 5. I
Yeah,
don't know if you had any
5.
bonus.
Sorry, yes, 5.
5. Okay, so it's 6 damage.
But that also does damage to like anything. So that's doing damage to the ship as well.
Yeah, to the helm, to the stairs, to the floor. Got it.
Yep.
And you said it was 5 cut in half if it was save?
Yes.
So 2 plus 2 is 4 damage. All right. You successfully dealt 4 this turn.
But I got over there. So
Yeah, you did.
That was my main thing.
You are in combat, my friend, and you have found the thing that gets you into combat. It's that leap ability.
Yes, it is.
You're
And
literally jumping
just
into the prey.
for Charles, I am resistant to poison. So just do your thing. I'll be fine.
All right. So that was Rocky at 4. All right, we have the crew of the Maelstrom at 1. So the giant man turns, sweeps his staff in the air, and speaks a word of power. He will wiggle himself down here, and the others will spread out. That guy will take a swing from dude. He fails. And you will see... Actually, they're going to go this way. And you will see not normal lightning bolts, but like orangey, iridescent lightning bolts fall out of the sky and strike these two and the goblin who now runs this direction. That's what I was looking for. And you watch as all of them grow in size. Even the goblin and his parrot get bigger. And you see that the monkey is now terribly frightened. And then the remainder of the crew continue to fight back. They're doing their thing. Oh, who else is on board? There we go. Great, cool. And the goose also increases in size, leaps off of the dude's shoulder, and begins flying around. And everybody's going to make their attacks. The captain will turn to the dude. And she will. Not that one, not that one. Here we go. Yes. All right. Yes. And that's that. Okay, great. Had to get my stats ready. The giant does his thing. The goose flies over here to Martin, and it will peck at his face. Giant bird versus a giant mouse. And then it will claw at him with its talons. So that's a 15 versus... Nope. The beak will fail. And the talons on that goose, large as they are, will hit. And it does... Now instead of a honk, you hear a honk. And it deals 9 points of slashing damage to Martin. Then we've got the goblin wrestling with the monkey. Fails at wrestling the monkey. The parrot will attempt to peck at the monkey. Succeed. Hits the monkey. Monkey doesn't like it. The now larger first mate and company are coming in and doing their big swords because they're huge now. They can do that. Oof, almost terrible, actually great. 3 attacks. Oh, natural 1, that's not good. The one that hits deals that plus that. So 10 points of damage against the scurvy dog with a sweeping sword. And then, unfortunately, rolled a natural 1 on their attack. And the horrible thing is, melee. Oh no! They have disadvantage on physical endeavors. The captain will attempt to reach down and pick up the scurvy dog and toss him off the ship. She will... Ooh. Versus... Oh, man. The scurvy dog hangs on, literally hooks the railing and attempts to prevent himself from being thrown overboard. The captain tosses him back to the deck of the ship and attempts to stomp on him from her slightly lower vantage point. Of course, being large, it makes it somewhat easy. Yep. Deals 2 points of bludgeoning damage from her foot on the scurvy dog, so he's now at 10. Nope, 12. All right. Check, 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 check. Done. And we're back up to the top with Jareth.
Okay, I'm going to cast a punishment Aegis on myself.
Ooh, okay.
Draw my or rapier, scimitar, and walk down the stairs and attack the mouse.
Wow.
That's a 15.
Okay.
that
Against it does not.
Okay.
It's a tiny little mouse wearing leather armor.
Second attack. Okay, I can't read that. 25.
25 will hit.
Uh, 7 points of damage.
Oof.
And because I cast a spell this turn. Wait, no. Oh, wait, I couldn't attack him because I cast a spell. What the hell am I doing?
Oh, okay.
Never mind, I didn't do that. I did move down toward him though.
All right. So you cast a spell on yourself, moved down the stairs, got into range with him. Awesome. That brings us down to Kraken's Eye crew on the captain's turn. Oh, nope, it's a D10. Just kidding. I believe a 4 is the same as he had before, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't move or take actions. He's stunned.
Oh, that confusion only lasted 1 round.
Oh, okay. So then he's like, "Yar, back to normal, as normal as one can be." There's that. What do we got? There he be. All right. He shouts out at all of his crew members, "Shape up, you dogs!" And he'll turn to you, Rocky, and slash you with the hook on his arm. Does a 14 hit you? No, of course it doesn't. Oh, that was about to be a natural 20, but that one is an 8. Nope. So he swipes at you with the hook. Nothing happens. He swipes at you with now a curved sword that he pulls off from his waist, and nothing happens there. Nothing happens there. Nope. That's fine. All right. The lightning mage now unleashes the spell he's been holding this whole time. He will grab your arm, Rocky, and I need you to make a, let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's going to shock you. Make an opposed grapple check.
I roll for that, just strength.
It's athletics or dexterity, whichever you prefer.
Well, I rolled a 3, so I'm sure I probably did not.
He rolled an equal 20, so I was just on the off chance that you got literally anything. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and grab onto your arm. He's now grappling you, which means that your movement, as far as he's concerned, I mean, you're bigger than he is and stronger than he is. So I'm going to say your movement is reduced to half. Not that you're going to want to go very far anyways. But he's going to go ahead and deal the lightning damage to you.
It's just like when the toddler grabs onto your leg and
Yeah.
you still walk around.
So he deals 14 15 points of lightning damage. Roll your con save.
Oh. Oh. 15.
15, not good enough apparently. So you take the full. You take the full 12. Nope, 14.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
All right, that's this dude here who's now grappling you. These three are starting their turn in the vortex. They're going to see if they can get out. Does it require a strength check to get out?
Yes.
Ooh. Jen slips free. I'm going to give Jordan the ropes advantage because he's got some rope. Well, no. So yeah, he's got something to hang on to. He's going to pull himself out.
Well, what's the rope doing? In a cube of a vortex.
Do what?
I was curious what the rope was doing in a 20-foot cube of a vortex. Like, is this thing carrying the masts?
Right. Yeah, it's the rigging. It's attached to the mast in the ship, so it isn't just a free flowing rope.
No, I was wondering if the vortex was ripping down the masts.
That's a good question. What does the vortex say that it does?
I mean, it's presumably like 3d8 to whatever it touches, but
Let's take a look.
I'll let you roll on that.
Any creature entering this area must strength save. Creatures in the middle of the vortex suffer bludgeoning damage once per round with no saving throw and must pass a strength saving throw each round to be restrained for the round. Well, I would say because the rope, like, number one, it's not a hard object, so it's kind of flowing with the water. And because the water itself doesn't like have a firm grip on the rope, it's not pulling necessarily, it's flowing through the holes. I would say because it specifically affects creatures and it's water, like if it was made of ice, that would be something else. I don't think it really affects the rope as much.
Okay, just like a bad storm.
Yeah. So basically, he's going to go ahead and he rolled, even at not advantage, he rolled pretty well. So he's going to go ahead and pull himself further up the rigging. So he's now, we'll say, 10 feet above that.
I believe he goes at half speed, though, doesn't he? If he's inside of it.
Is that how that works? Difficult terrain or something? You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We'll call it difficult terrain. We'll give him a athletics check to see if he can pull himself out. Okay. How tall is this thing?
It's a 20-foot cube now.
20-foot cube. Okay, we'll say he's still in. So he's making his way out, but this one escapes because she's able to actually make some distance on the deck. And in fact, she'll go ahead and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and get down below there and continue firing on folks on the other side. Focus fire on the caster, he said. So she's going to get out and she's going to fire on Jareth. Actually, now that I think about it, she probably would react to the fact that she was just enveloped in a column of water, and that's not fun. So she's going to shoot at Bran. Let's see, what's her bonus? Would a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need to look around.
That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Gets you in the left hand. Is this vortex concentration?
Yes. Yes.
I think that might be a. How does it work? Is it 10 plus damage?
How much did you take?
8.
It's half of the damage you took, or 10, whichever is high, whichever is lowest. So 10 would be the DC for this one.
Okay, so DC 10 concentration check.
Cool. And that's would that be wisdom?
Constitution.
Oh god. Ocean. All right, so that's a 5 initially, plus my inspiration. Oh. Well, that sucks.
Oh no.
Guess I dropped
Okay. So the vortex drops. Sploosh. I'll give this, because this guy actually has ropes to hold on to. He's probably stable, but this lady, I'll give her like some luck dice to see whether she falls off or not. Good luck, she stays on. Nope, bad luck. She falls in the drink. Sploosh. All right. That was his turn, her turn, her turn. The mouse turns to you. Ha ha! A fair fight. He will do 21
Against who?
to hit on Jareth.
Oh.
Yeah, that hit me.
Okay. So that's, and then a 20 will follow up.
Hits as well.
That's this plus, so a total of 15 piercing damage as he slashes the one hand and then stabs your leg. Are you concentrating on any spells?
Yes. When he hits me, my Aegis reacts violently to him.
Okay.
He takes so he's going to take 8 points of damage, psychic damage from the first hit.
Okay.
And then how much damage did he do to me on the first hit?
Let's see. So that would have been 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, I rolled an 18 on my concentration check, so the Aegis stays up.
Okay.
So the second attack. So on the second attack, he takes another 6 points of psychic damage.
For a total of how much?
14.
Okay. And then the second attack that he did was an 8, so another DC 10 concentration.
Darn, just missed it. So yeah, after the second hit, my Aegis drops.
Okay. You've dealt him some damage.
Actually, okay, before it drops, I'm going to use as a reaction Succor on it to deal an additional 3d6 points of psychic damage to him.
Ooh, okay. How does that work?
So yeah, the protection sphere. You have 3 main abilities: Aegis, which is basically in magical armor;
Right.
Succor, which is sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
and ward. You can create wards on the ground.
Okay.
Some of the talents have multiple functions. So, for instance, like spell ward, you can cast that as an Aegis or a ward.
Okay.
Punishment, you cast it initially you cast it as an Aegis talent.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as a succor, when an ally under the effects of my Aegis takes damage from an attack, you dismiss the Aegis to deal 1d6 points of psychic damage.
Mm. So what I'm seeing on
And
your
this damage stacks from punishment, from
right.
the Aegis.
So you're sacrificing using the succor ability?
Yes.
Okay, so it says the sacrificed Aegis must be one that you have augmented to be maintained without concentration.
Does.
So in the Aegis description, it says augment
Yes,
2
it
has to persist without concentration. That way, did you spend the 2 spell points for it?
No, I did not. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. If you're willing to spend the 2 spell points, I'll let you do it. Because we're
No,
getting
that's
used
fine.
to
I didn't do it. That's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
New system.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, great. Cool. So that was a thing. I think that ends Martin attacking you. So that was him there. He is going to take the disengage action. And he is going to maneuver past both Bran and you and come back around the other side. Ha ha! Yes, that. That brings it to Dude. He will go ahead and attack the Capitan and fail. The monkey will attempt to grapple the parrot. And the parrot will respond by apparently succumbing. The goblin will then attempt to... Nope, not the goblin's turn. I think that takes care of everybody. That was our fun boys in the Kraken's Eye. Bran, you're up.
Good. I'll take one step forward and then do the exact same thing. This time, let's go left to right.
This way?
Up. Like, first, I guess.
This way?
Yes. And then vortex left to right. I guess west to east. But vortex.
Oh.
Yeah. So I stay there. There we go.
Vortex west to east.
Would I actually be able to snatch Rocky and or those accompanying him?
These guys?
Yeah. Can I hit the west ones and then move 30 feet and snatch the other ones?
You want to start here and go this way?
No, start to the west, but I just
Okay.
didn't know if I could catch how many I can catch for 30 feet. Yeah.
So if you want to, do you want to catch these guys or no?
If I can.
Okay.
We're
So
gonna
if you want to start here, basically you would be going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that could catch this guy, but not the other one. And it would hit Rocky.
fantastic.
Okay.
You're a big boy.
So that'll land it right here on top of Rocky and these two. So let's see how these guys do with their strength saving throws. What's the DC again?
19. Rocky, do you want to make one?
I mean, I'd rather not go up in the air if I can avoid it.
I wonder if they would take bludgeoning damage.
Be like a tumbler.
Catching people.
Nope.
So do I need to make a strength saving throw? Is that what I need to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Rolled a 2. That gives me a 10 total, or 12 total.
Okay, everybody fails. So basically they all get dragged along, I guess,
Sounds good.
and pulled toward the center.
Have you guys ever seen videos of like these dice that we use when they put them in a tumbler with rocks?
Yeah.
And to knock the sharp edges off?
I've never seen that, no.
I can only imagine that's what's going to happen when they're in a
Oh,
vortex with rocks.
yes. So Rocky, did you fail your strength save?
I don't know what it was, but I got a 12 total, so I assume I failed.
No. Okay, so Rocky and the rest all end up being shoved into this vortex of water that's now currently occupying the majority of of this end of the ship.
Well, the first one's actually damaged.
Oh. Okay, well, they all failed their damage saves.
Okay. So we got 18. Oh, wow. 6, 8, and 10.
Okay. 18, 6, 8, and 10. And then for Rocky,
Oh, how many people did I get?
well, you got, actually, he probably would have been staying down in the water unless you picked her up out of the water. Is that a thing?
I mean, It has to originate from the water.
I guess that makes sense then. Yeah, sure. So she would be damaged. So yeah, so that would be 4 damages. You need 1 more for Rocky.
Okay. 8. And there you go, bud.
All right.
All right. And then another strength to save from being sucked in.
Strength on bro. Yeah. Nope. What was the DC again? Sorry.
19.
Oh yeah, no, none of these folks are making it. Nope. They're so screwed.
Rocky?
I rolled a 21.
Oh man, okay, so you didn't get sucked in. You are still in the area of the vortex, but you're not sucked into the middle of the vortex. And we'll just say that they're occupying these 4 squares in the center. Because I remember it saying that it can't hold more creatures than its size.
Correct.
And if Rocky got in, I think that would pretty well max out the number. Well, let's see. Would it accommodate?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could accommodate Rocky, theoretically. All right, so that happened. Ooh, the guy grappling Rocky.
It's like
I guess he lets go of Rocky because he didn't succeed on his strength saving throw. So we're going to say that it pulled him off of Rocky then.
Okay.
All right. So while I process all that damage, let's go down to Hero.
Is it my action to climb?
We'll call it a movement, but go ahead and roll your athletics.
I'm going to let D&D Beyond roll this one for me.
Okay.
Natural 19 plus
Okay.
1, so.
Nice.
I would say that's fair enough. You climb up to the rim.
I was going to say, is there any way, because there's no way I wouldn't hear this thing whooshing about above me.
You 100% know that vortex is on board, yeah.
Could I have tried to get to a spot that's not vortexed?
Sure.
Cool. Can I safely get to the deck?
Yeah, no problem. You get on board.
Awesome. I'm going to punch this guy with...
Punch the guy!
I'm going to punch him with a destructive blast, but I'm also going to use Disintegrate.
Okay.
So
yes.
I think the way this works is it's a melee attack. If it hits, it does just a punch damage, and then the 3d8 for this would be force. So I think that's right? It also, whatever you're attacking with also does its damage. I'm not 100%. It doesn't. I couldn't find it clear in the rules.
So, right. Are you using the blade talent?
The what?
The blade talent of the destruction sphere?
No, this is. It's just going to be a normal destructive blast action, but I have the disintegrate talent, which is its own thing. In fact, I think it costs 1 augment, but.
Right. So that means that whatever damage you're dealing is all force damage.
Right, but is it just the destructive blast, or is it also my fist damage?
It's originating from your fist. So you would not be adding your fist as damage. You would be just using the destructive blast damage.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see if I even fucking hit. Oh, natural 18 plus. I think it's just. I don't know what to add. For punch.
It's going to be, well, since it's your destructive blast, it'll be a melee spell attack.
Oh, well then that's.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
Thank fuck. So that deals 3d8 force damage plus my level in bonus and extra damage. 12, 15 plus 14, so 29.
29 damage.
Points of force damage. 15 plus 14. Is that
okay?
Maths out. Yep. So 29 points of force damage.
29 points of force damage against the captain. Let's see what he is. Captain had 6. 9 makes it 35. He's still alive.
Yeah. I don't think it does anything else. No, that's it. if I got him to 0, he would yeah. That'll be it for me.
So 10 plus 4 is. All right. Whew. That was Hero Rocky.
Okay, so the captain is still right next to me, right?
Correct.
And is the wizard dude, he got sucked into a vortex, right?
Yeah, he's in the vortex.
Can I still reach him or not?
Yeah, of course. Why not? He's flowing around and around the toilet bowl, so as on one of the passes by, you can punch him in the face. Why not?
All right. So I'm going to take a full attack round against the captain.
Right.
So that's a 28 to hit, a natural 20, and a 17 to hit.
All right.
So do all of those hit?
28 to hit, natural 20, and a 17.
Mm-hmm.
The 17 will hit.
Okay. 7, 6, 13,
And are you dealing bludgeoning damage?
5. Yes.
Oh, no. So
32 plus 15 is 47.
I want to read you the description of your crit.
Okay.
It says, shattered hand. He already has a hook on one hand.
Okay. Oh, no.
So it says, until healed, the target is clumsy and enfeebled. It can't use one of its hands chose randomly. You've done enough damage. You said how much?
47.
Yeah, no. This guy's not going to survive that anyway. How does Rocky want to do this?
So I'm using my maul. Can I just like bat him over the edge?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, like a
You
home run.
come at him, and with Hero distracting him on the other side, Rocky's like, "Hey!" Tap him on the shoulder, and he's like, "What?" And you go, and he just kind of goes, sploosh.
Nice.
Is high-fiving a free action?
Yes,
I offer Rocky a high five.
you high five.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to spend a superiority dice and do a sweeping attack, which lets me attack one other person within 5 feet.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait. Within 5 feet of the original target. Are there any other bad guys within?
Not within the original target, but you know what? I'm willing to let you do it. Go ahead and make an attack against one of the people in this vortex.
28 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 plus 5. 16 points of damage to, I guess, whoever's closest in rotation.
I mean, it's kind of random at this point, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, the Storm Sorcerer takes it. Bah! And that was how much damage? 16?
Yep.
You see this flash of electricity then kind of like disperse throughout the vortex as you smack him in the face and his lightning aura discharges again. That's 30 damage. All right. Anything else from Rocky?
Nope, that does it.
Okay. You guys just took out their captain and you have the majority of their officers in a vortex. I'm going to say these two kind of see the lay of the land and they're like, nope. And they're going to make a beeline. Let's see what their acrobatics checks are like. Nope. The scurvy dog turns to the monkey, says, Chi-Chi, let's get out of here. Chi-Chi fails his acrobatics check as well, and they all sploosh off the side of the boat. These three are going to make a final strength check.
Wait, since they're all rotating around right next to me, Are any of them leaving my?
They are well. Technically, they're constantly leaving your threatened area because of vortex. But on that note, they also all fail their strength saving throws, so they don't move anywhere other than just inside of the vortex. So at this point, the crew of the ship, not the unnamed NPCs on board, are going to go ahead and attempt to get this ship to veer away and fail. And
aren't I right next to the steering?
Yeah, no, I mean they're trying to drop sail. They're trying to get the wind and get out of here. Okay. So few of them actually did anything that it doesn't really go very far at all. Seeing kind of the lay of the land, the captain on board this vessel will now basically command the fire all, which from a ballista here and a ballista there is going to just like nail the ship, and it starts to take, like, we can fast forward through this bit, it starts to sink. So if you guys would like, you can take your time. The folks in the maelstrom can put across a gangplank and let you guys back on board if you'd like before the thing goes down.
I want to see what they've got on ship.
Okay, you have minutes. What do you want to do?
Where's the captain's quarters? Is it in the maelstrom?
No, the captain's quarters on this ship is probably like behind, like in a door here, and then you come inside and it's in that little area there.
Real quick, can I get in there, just rummage around for anything that seems like magical or weaponry?
I'm going to make the assumption that Bran is allowing you inside with a bunch of very well waterlogged folks.
I was actually going to...
Oh, see, that's why I asked if it was in the vortex.
Oh, yes, it is in the vortex. Do you want to drop the vortex, Bran?
No, I was just going to move it over the water.
Move it over to the water? Okay, so it's in the water, and the people are now in the water as well. Yeah, go ahead and make your investigation check. We'll call this the first minute.
This is gonna suck. But what else? What hasn't? Investigation.
Lady Captain, do we know these people? Do we want to keep these people? What do you think of my tornado of pirates?
Yes.
Oh, you're trying to find the accent.
I am trying to find the accent, yes.
Yeah.
Do what you want with them. They are of no concern to us.
I rolled 11 investigation.
An 11 investigation. Let's see. Roll percentile dice.
59.
59. Roll a d20.
Oh God. 3.
You find a very fetching pair of oak leaf shaped earrings that look like this.
Sorry, hang on. I have the map pinned. Okay. No, maybe that's worth 2 gold. I'll take it. And I'll leave.
Okay. I mean, you see a bunch of other stuff, but it doesn't look interesting enough to take. It's just like scrolls of paper and a couple of
scrolls are interesting.
Okay, so you grab some.
Sure.
You grab some parchment.
Yeah.
You open them up. It's just parchment. It's just empty parchment.
Oh,
you could
okay.
write on kind of thing. Yeah.
Faking me out.
With an 11, you didn't find much.
That's fine.
It was mostly uninteresting things.
Yeah, I ain't taking like parchment, but scrolls I would not just leave behind.
No. Yeah. Okay. So the ship sinks. Bloop, 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 bloop. Into the drink. Okay, you guys are back aboard, and after the battle is over, the crew return to their usual sizes. The goose returns to goose size. The goblin returns to goblin size. The captain to captain size. And the first mate and officer to regular size. Okay. Yes. So yeah, the captain says, "No, we don't care. You can let him die. Don't let the sea happen."
Kind of curious how long I can maintain this thing.
The vortex.
Up to a minute. All right.
What does it say?
It sinks. It's gone.
Oh, okay. All right. So, as sort of a send off, because we didn't get to Ronnie and Yara very much, we'll go ahead and come back around to the island. The battle is ready to ensue. You know, maybe we should pick this up next time because I want to give Yara and Ronnie like a solid battle since we didn't get to them hardly at all today. So unless you guys are wanting to play later than 10, we can just call it here and come back next time.
I'm okay to call it. I got some more stuff I got to iron out with my abilities anyway.
Fair enough. So come back next time, Ronnie and Yara, ready to throw down in a pitched battle against a bunch of dinosaurs.
We got this, Ronnie.
Although
only two of us.
Just as an afterword, after everything's done, can I write to my master with the?
Yes.
I would like to say, can you reach Ronnie? Tell her we found the Weatherstone, and hope that somebody there has a message or sending spell, so that she knows that we're not just off with a fake divination stone. There is actually one here that we may get, maybe.
Okay.
Just
So
sending now? What's that under?
Huh?
I was wondering if the sphere of power had sending or something.
I'm sure there's a long range message system somewhere. The one I've got is just parchment that's magical, and it's just to one person. So I'm hoping that somebody at the monastery who met Ronnie when we were there can message her somehow.
Theoretically, the Mind Stone would have that capability depending on what kind of talents you guys have chosen.
I don't know what those are.
I used to have sending, and then I took an alternate dimension to the knee.
I don't think I don't remember if the Mind Stone actually has something like that.
Who's got the Mind Stone right now?
Me. Well, it's I think it's the key, but I have it.
So one of the Mind Stone talents is, I think, telepathy or something like that. Greater communication is an advanced Mind Stone talent. You have to be 11th level or higher, which I'm fine with it because you guys are 11th level. You would need to have read mind and project thoughts. If those are your other two talents that you take, this third one, greater communication, can let you communicate with a subject as long as you're personally familiar with them at any distance, even across planes.
Dang.
And it's a 25 word communication.
Nice.
There's a lot of other cool stuff it can do, though.
Yeah. Well, I still do the message to my master.
Yeah, very good. So, yeah, Ronnie, have you already chosen Mind Stone stuff?
No.
Okay.
I have it narrowed down to 6, and none of them are the spells you listed.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll let you figure out how that works next time. Were you gonna say something, Charles?
I was just saying she wants to do cool shit. So.
Yeah, leave me alone with that communicating across distances thing. I'm not down for that.
I would really like to take Disrupt Focus. That looks pretty cool. That's like, it's kind of like counterspell.
Yeah, it prevents spellcasters from using basically anybody who has a drawback associated with their magic spheres would be disrupted.
Dang.
Any drawback?
Well, it gets specific, but basically, yeah.
Wow, that's shitty.
Let me see this. So the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or lose their concentration on any ongoing effects. Yeah, so it breaks concentration essentially.
That would be handy to have too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, Brandon,
Right,
good
well-
job on that whirlwind, whatever that was. It was really.
Oh man, that
clutch.
vortex is tearing things up.
Yeah, apparently it has to require water now, though.
Well, it is a water ability.
Yeah.
Good thing you're on the open ocean.
There's also a lava version, if you want to take us to some lava.
I mean, you guys are headed to lava, so
Oh, good.
How much water does it take? Like, can you just like dump out a little bit from a canteen?
A 5 foot. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Carry that around with you.
I can fill the bag of holding with water. You'll have so much water.
We could get another bag of holding just for water.
I'm gonna go
We
ahead
should
and
get
end
a bag
recording.
that has a hole to the elemental
Yeah,
plane.
cool.